Hello people of YouTube, my name is Brad, this is my channel Adam and Orange, and welcome to another Metal Earth review video. Today we are going to review another My Little Pony model. We have Rainbow Dash here. And this is going to be a fairly quick review because this is a fairly easy model. It is not without some complications, but overall pretty simple. And this being the third My Little Pony model that I put together, came together pretty simple and pretty easy. Much like the Legends models, where there are similarities between the different Legends models, this My Little Pony models have similarities between all of them. The basic body structure and tail is very similar. Where you run into differences is with the wings and the hair and whether or not they have little unicorn type horn on them. Which they're not technically called unicorns, they're something else, and I can't remember the name right now. I'm sure somebody will correct me. But this one was fairly easy to put together. Now, I've already built Applejack, excuse me. I've already built Applejack. That's going to come back to haunt me. And it's been a while, and you know, it wasn't a difficult model, but I don't remember a lot of the details to it. But I did recently build Twilight Sparkle, and comparing this to that, the differences are in the hair and the fact that Twilight Sparkle has the horn. And the horn wasn't very difficult. I mean, I've got those shaping tools, so that was pretty easy to knock out. But the hair was a bit sideways and awkward and initially difficult to understand. But with this one, it's more complex and it's kind of layered, but it was easier to understand. And while the hair was a bit fiddly, I just needed some extra tools to kind of spread some pieces apart and connect it together. Everything is folded over, and with the top part I almost resorted to twisting a couple of tabs to hold pieces until it's more connected, but I managed to fold them over. It might be easier for you if you're building this model to just lightly twist those tabs until you get this top section attached to the rest of the head and then fold them over, but I was able to fold them over from the start. I like the way the wings come together a little bit better because they're actually held with tabs through slots, as opposed to Twilight, which they just folded around, and the wings on Twilight wanted to kind of slide and separate, and I had some issues with that. Otherwise, the body and the legs and the tail come together pretty much the same. The legs vary a little bit. You've got some pieces that are just folded over and shaped from the same side part. Some pieces are added on. Pieces that are added on, I had to lightly twist to hold them until I got more together, and then untwist and fold those parts over, but that's pretty simple and pretty easy. Now the wings on Rainbow Dash are at least one side or part of the body, so you don't have to worry about attaching them to the body, unlike Twilight, where they're two separate pieces, each wing, and they have to be attached. There's a little fold out piece, which I didn't quite get right, that allows them to flare out more. These are a little more simple to put together. I think I heard somebody say they had a lot of trouble with the hair on this one, but I found it fairly simple. I mean, not super simple, but this one came together pretty quickly. I put Rainbow Dash together in about 45 minutes, which is about 15 minutes quicker than it took with Twilight. So it was a simpler, easier, quicker build. And part of that may be just because I've got a little practice with the body style, so I have the pattern down pat. And part of that might be because the hair was just simpler to do, and I didn't stumble and struggle as much. I think it's a little bit of both. I think that both of those things come into play with this, because I really did find this one fairly easy to put together, and it came together seemingly quick. And it's a very, very, very colorful model. So my kid's going to be quite ecstatic to have another model to add to his My Little Pony collection. So fair warning, there are more to come, but I will pretty much leave it at that. Usually I like to ask myself at the end of these builds, is there anything I would do differently? And with this one, I'm going to have to say no. I don't really like that. I'd prefer to find something I did wrong, but this one came together just that easily and just that simply. I did not run into any situations where I had to undo and redo a part. And as long as I've been building these models, that still happens. I still make mistakes, but this came together nice and easy. First try, and we're done. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for my Patreon supporters for supporting this channel, and thank you for watching this channel, because that is support as well. Feel free to leave any comments or questions in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.